Good evening, everyone. Welcome to N3 TV News, the stream that gives you the best news. This is your boy M3, and for the first time ever, I am interviewing with a lovely, with a lovely YouTuber named Kaci. So her YouTube goes by, I think, if I'm pronouncing right, is it Kacistush?
Yes, Kacistush.
Okay, good. And I also have my boy, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
In the building too.
Network manager for knowledge and relationships. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'll give you my Instagram at the end of the stream. But go ahead, M3.
Yeah. So thank you guys for the ones who's tuning in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And man, before we begin, let me start off by asking Kaci, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. I'm just here on a Sunday evening, chilling, drinking my wine, interacting with you great people.
That's good. Mm-hmm. There is an echo in the background. I don't know if that's coming from your computer or if it's coming from Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I think it's coming from me. Let me fix that.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Harris says, how can I join, bro? Quentin, this is pretty much like a personal interview between us and Miss Kaci. So you're more than welcome to, participate in the chat, but it's not open to the public for tonight.
Nope, this is the spotlight on Kaci.
Yes. It's all on her. She's the star of the show right now, okay?
Yes.
So, and let's see, Kalina. Good evening.
Hey, Kalina. That's my boo right there.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. And if you guys can do me a favor, help support the channel by getting these likes up. And if you like the Knowledge and Relationships live stream, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. But don't forget to also subscribe to Kacistush TV on her YouTube.
Let me spell it for them because they may not know how to spell it. That is Kacistush TV. I think I spelled it. Did I spell it right?
Yeah. I know you're on the wine, but I think you got it. Yeah. I also got to highlight it too.
I've been sipping on the wine for a minute now, so I don't know if I'm.
She gone.
It's like, go girl, it's your birthday.
She's starting to spell it right. Let me go again. It's Kacistush TV.
You got it? Yeah. Again, Kacistush TV.
Perfect.
And I admire the fact that you have your own channel and you're not afraid to just do it and go after it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Kaci, I have my first question for you is, let's see. I know this is my first time ever giving any YouTuber an interview on my live stream. So, how does it feel being the first?
I guess flattered, honored, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you can, please do so. But you did shout out to your YouTube, but do you have any other social media platforms that you would like to shout out?
Yeah, sure. I'm also on IG. I spend a great deal of time on IG at the same Kacistush. Mm-hmm. And I'm also on Snapchat as Kacistush. But my two main platforms are YouTube and IG currently. I'm thinking about going on that platform that the iPhone users use. I can't remember the name. It's like a stage. The iPhone users would know what it.
I know what you're talking about. I have an iPhone as well, but I never use that part of it. But I know you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Next.
Somebody Kalina just mentioned it. Clubhouse.
Oh, you said Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Clubhouse.
Okay.
But I need to get I need to, switch my allegiance from Android to iPhone. So
do a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta understand, Androids are still like the best phones though, so don't get rid of your Android.
Exactly. Right? I agree totally.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Clubhouse? I'm just kind of curious. What is
Wait,
Clubhouse anyway?
my light just went. Hold on.
Oh, no worries. I thought you turned off for like the little like dramatic experience, you know? I was like, oh, okay, she's in the mood to talk, so she got her wine. She's dim out the lights. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah, likewise, everyone. You know, if you guys don't mind, please feel free to get the likes up. And if you like the channel so far, you know, check out my other past videos as well. And feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everything would be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Quentin says it's for Android as well. Okay. Hey, okay, Colleen, you said Team iPhone. All right. Hey, man, you know, I'm not gonna knock you. I'm not gonna like have that argument, you know, because hey, you know, I was once Team iPhone as well too, but then I saw the light, and it was Samsung Galaxy. I'm telling you, these Note phones, man, they're perfect, especially for taking good photos. Oh, how do you like? Oh, you just hit the thumbs up on YouTube. And we have CKQ in the building.
What's going on, CKQ?
Hold on, let me play the little horn real quick because CKQ is always about the sound effects, so I gotta pull out mine. Thank you for support. Kaci will be right back. She was having some, I guess, lighting issues.
Yes, you go.
Okay. And Quinn says, "Why much?" All right. Welcome back, girl. Okay, let me move this little thing out the way. Okay. And he says, "I'm so proud of you. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it." Yeah. But still, get those likes up, y'all. You know.
Get those likes up.
And don't forget to support Kaci on her YouTube channel as well. I also put the link on the description as well, so it will be easy for you guys to click onto it.
Yes, subscribe.
Mm-hmm. The next question I have, right, Kaci, is that I want you to please tell me more about your YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. When did you get started, and what inspired you to become the YouTuber that you are?
Well, you know, every time I get asked that question, I give the same answer. When I just went on YouTube, it wasn't to become a YouTuber. I had no plans of being a YouTuber or being big on YouTube. I didn't even have a vision per se for the channel. My whole reason for going on YouTube was to challenge myself. And many people would not know that I was terrified of speaking on camera. Like I had a serious... Exactly. That's the response I get every single time. And I couldn't speak in front of a large crowd or, you know, on camera. I would get terrible stage fright. Terrible. And nothing that I had in my head would come out right. So, you know, I had this challenge, you know, growing up as a kid. It followed me into my early 20s until I decided that, listen, I'm going to do something about this. Like, listen, I hate feeling not being in control, you know, and I find that when I am in front of a camera or speaking in a large group, I get tongue-tied and total mess. So I said, no, this cannot work. So I enrolled myself in speech classes. I went and I did speech training, voice and speech training. I started to really challenge my fears. I started to just talk to people anywhere there was an opportunity to speak in a large crowd. I would do it even though I was nervous as hell. So the YouTube was just another level, another way to conquer that fear, you know, because I'd mastered or somewhat mastered speaking in front of large crowds, but I didn't master the camera aspect of it. You know, I said, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself, and YouTube is going to be the vehicle for that. And that was how the whole YouTube channel started. However, after I posted my first video, I got an overwhelming response from people all over. People were like, oh my God, you sound so good. Like, damn, you know, and people were rooting for me, cheering me on, telling me that I should take this thing serious. And I started to like take the advice from a lot of people. And that's how I decided to just go fully into it, like dive in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I could definitely relate, because what pretty much helped me, because I used to get nervous around with a crowd of people.
Mm-hmm.
So in college, I started taking theater arts classes. One of the classes I took was improvisation class, where you had no choice. You had no script. You just had to think real quick. And for me, sometimes I think a little bit too slow. So that was like a big challenge for me. And but after a while, that kind of helped me to overcome my shyness with a big crowd of people. But when I started my own YouTube channel, like I kind of still felt the nervousness. And so like because I wasn't used to like just staring into the camera and still trying to speak. So
yeah, it can be
I'm
awkward.
stuttering.
Definitely it can be awkward.
Yeah. And at that time, I didn't know how to edit. So it was just like one full take and that was it. So if you look at the beginning of my videos, like it was cringeworthy. But at the same time, it helped me to develop my fright from being on the camera. And you know, we are here. So
yeah.
I would say this.
That's how it started. Look at us now.
Exactly. You know. The other question I have is, if you don't mind me asking this personal question, where are you originally from? And then that's a two-part question. If you don't mind, that is.
Right. I'm originally from Kingston, Jamaica. Woo-hoo.
Hey,
okay, Jamaica.
Welcome to Jamrock.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then the second question is, right? Okay. Well, are you currently living in Jamaica? I mean, you know, I know, but I'm just saying for the viewers and all that.
Yeah, for the viewers, of course. Now, I'm currently living in the tri-state area in US of A.
Okay, got you. Well, let me ask you this though, right? Because this brings us to my part 2 question. How different the culture is compared to the US, and what made you move from the land of Jamaica to come to the States?
Okay. Well, I felt like I had exhausted my country somewhat. I mean, Jamaica is a beautiful country. I love it there. And I mean, I would recommend anybody to go and experience the culture. You know, we're really special people. But I felt like I wanted to go on a world stage. You know, I've always been a very ambitious person, very progressive, and I wanted to experience something different. And with my country, it's kind of predictable. You know, everything is kind of like routine and expected. So I was like, you know, I want to try something out, and the opportunity presented itself and I ran with it. To answer part 2 of your question as to how the cultures vary between Jamaica and America, I mean, there are a lot of similarities, but I would say the main difference would be that here is obviously much more fast-paced. That's an island. So island life versus, you know, the Big Apple is, you know, very, very different in the sense where here is much more fast-paced, very diverse, you know, extremely diverse culture, and you have to be highly adaptable to fit in to this new environment. You know, if you are somebody that is very laid back, you know, not in a hurry kind of thing, you know, maybe here would not be for you per se, you know, but I would not say there's any major difference. You know, obviously here much more opportunity are available to you. The chance of you blowing up and becoming famous, I think, is much more easier here. The chance of you becoming a millionaire or, you know, acquiring wealth is much faster here. Obviously, this is why a lot of persons, that's why America is, you know, is a country of immigrants, because people from all over the world come here to chase the American dream, and I am no exception to that.
Okay.
Let me ask you a quick question, Kaci. So who's your favorite Jamaican artist? Is it Marley? Do you like more dance hall stuff? Like, what do you like?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, I agree. I would say that, you know, I'm a little of everything. I'm very, you know, versatile with my music. So I love a little reggae. I love a little dancehall. I don't like too much of the hardcore stuff, you know, but I love my culture. I love everything about my culture. I'm definitely, I would say, more. Well, it's very hard. I like both reggae and dancehall. I like both. It just depends on the mood and the vibe, you know. But I like both. I can't choose. It's hard.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, that's understandable.
I
mean, as far as like with I guess cultural artists, like, I mean, I definitely like Bob Marley, you know, although he is pretty much like well known in his music. And then he also have his sons like Skip Marley, and I forget like the rest of his kids, but man, they're just all super talented.
There's Kibani Marley. There's Junior Gong. Junior Gong is one of the most favorite of the Marleys, I think, of the sons, you know. But yeah.
She should know about Marley, so I feel you on that one.
Yeah, my favorite artist from there is two. One is Bob Marley, and then the other one is Sean Paul. I love me some Sean Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Sean Paul is bomb. Shaggy, you guys should know Shaggy too.
Oh,
Shaggy
is pretty famous. Shaggy.
Right? You love Shaggy, yeah. Who doesn't?
It wasn't me.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, I want to say shout outs to E Black. You know, say hey,
Black TV, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, salute to you, my brother. And then Quinn asks, "What is your YouTube channel about?"
Right. So my YouTube, I mean, let me just say this: for every new YouTuber, you know, it's always hard at the beginning, very hard, because you're trying to figure out what is going to be your niche. You know, what are you going to be really talking about, unless you already had like everything planned out, you know, as to what you are going to make your channel about. For me, I didn't really have a clear idea of what path I wanted to go with the channel. So at first I was just uploading all kinds of videos, you know, DIY videos, food stuff, makeup, everything. And one day, you know, when I started to really get serious about it and started to do my research, I realized that what I need to do is, and this is like information that I'm giving out to you guys for free, you know, because so, you know, but hey, listen, let's share the knowledge. So what I did was to go on my channel and search for the most popular videos of all the videos that I've uploaded. And I find that my most popular videos with my highest viewers were videos on relationships. And people tend to really gravitate to that, you know. So I started to just zero in on videos surrounding the topic of love and relationship, and you know, it just took off from there. I still talk about other hot topics, controversial topics, just things about how to be better versions of ourselves, you know, how to think critically and independently. I speak on topics that are trending that I think I have enough knowledge to speak about. And, you know, yeah, pretty much that's what my channel is about. Go over there, check it out, like and subscribe.
Yes, definitely. Please, like guys, like check it out. Once again, the link is under this is in the description. So, all right, Framer, you have something you want to say?
No. I'm glad. I'm I'm glad she's sharing, what she shared. So we have a question from Hollywood Tammy, First Lady Tammy. She said, who was your biggest inspiration?
On YouTube?
I guess so, or maybe in life. I don't know.
Wow.
I must have missed that question. Where's the question at?
No, that was sent to me directly.
Oh, okay.
Inspiration. That one, wow. I don't know. It varies because as it relates to me, and guys, I don't know if I said this, but I am aspiring to become a speaker, a motivational speaker. So I'm big on just speech and just talking and delivery. So I would say Obama definitely inspired me. That man is just so eloquent. I just admire the way he just conquers the stage and owns the stage, and he's just so he delivers his speech so effortlessly, and that is something I aspire to become when I take my speaking career to the next level.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely love like the way how he speaks, but he has this calm, cool, like demeanor. Like,
yes,
like it's for some guys. Some guys may not get it, right? But to me, like President Obama was the definition of how men should be carrying themselves. Like, I'm not saying just be like a brick wall, but be emotionally intelligent.
yes,
Say what you need to feel, because see, the thing is, you want to be honest of what you see, even if you protect the person. But you don't have to go, screaming and crying around and trying to be a macho man and flex your muscles. Like, no, if you already know what you got, exactly. So I definitely, when I think about Obama, I'm like, yeah, man, he's definitely a good role model for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. You said, okay.
Oh, another person that inspired me is Yolanda Vanzant. She is a motivational speaker as well. She's a lawyer. She's an author. She is well known in the speaking world. She is on Oprah's Oprah Winfrey Network. She's very popular. She has a lot of books, and she's somebody that I get a lot of my wisdom from. And I really admire her. And she's one of the persons I aspire to be like one day as well.
Yeah, I watched a lot of her content because she had a lot of celebrities on there.
Yeah, she's the one that does Yolanda Fix My Life.
Yeah, Yolanda Fix My Life. Yeah. She had the late great DMX on there before he passed.
Okay.
She had a couple of people on there. I think she even had the Braxtons on there at one point. So yeah, she's had some really high profile guests.
I'm gonna have to check her out. Maybe I've probably seen her before, but I just don't really remember her by name. But
yeah,
okay, I'm gonna definitely check her out after this.
I'll send you a link, M3.
Okay, yeah, and then it probably refresh my memory. Sometimes I'll be watching stuff and I don't even be paying attention who's who. So, I do have a question, right, from your buddy Kalina. He says, how do you guys feel about the petition to remove Kevin Samus from his YouTube platform?
Oh, wow.
Now, I do remember in one of your YouTube videos, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you support Kevin Samus. Is that true?
I support some of his arguments. Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. How do you feel about, because right now there's a petition. A lot of people are hating on him because he's successful and he's speaking the truth. Some of the things could be a little bit outrageous, but he just gets to the point and he's cutthroat.
Wow, that's an excellent question. And, I have a lot of thoughts on that. And it's a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword situation with Kevin Samuels, because on one hand, I think that the petition is, or the person who started petition is somewhat clumsy. It could be perceived that way. Also, it is very sad that, a Black man who has risen to that status and who is doing so well, our own people are seeking to, cancel him.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty much has elevated himself to becoming the voice of Black men.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's sad to see that, that there couldn't have been another way to address whatever problems that, these females are having with him, instead of to cancel his program altogether. Because I want to see my Black men do well. I want to see them be successful. He's successful. He is intelligent. He carries himself well. He dresses well. It's good to have that representation for the Black community, Black men, on that level. However, on the other side, flip the coin now, on the other side, there is a lot of hate and division that his program has created, and we cannot turn a blind eye to that. He has really created, or I don't know if I want to say he has created it, but the platform that he is a host of has created a lot of division in the Black community, where I see men and women are going at each other. And I think, maybe it was a problem all along and he just shed some light on it, or he just put a voice behind it, and I'm not sure. But I don't like the direction that, I see, things are going with his channel. Too much division. And sometimes he can. All right, this is what I agree with Kevin Samuels with.
Okay.
He is a strong proponent of marriage, nuclear family, man and woman. So he is heterosexual and he promotes heterosexuality. I am a strong advocate for heterosexuality. I'm not judging nobody, but I'm an heterosexual and I believe in heterosexuality. So he pushes that agenda. He has done some good in the sense where he has allowed women to see themselves more from a more critical standpoint, maybe. Because I do believe a lot of women are in a fairy tale. A lot of women are in a fairy tale, and he has debunked a lot of these crazy notions that these women are walking around with. But it's like he's doing good, but he's doing bad too. So to wrap this up in summary, how do I feel about the petition? I think there could have been another way to address him, not to cancel the show altogether. I think he needs to review the way how he's talking to some of these women. I think he needs to review the overall objective of his program, and to understand that I don't think he understands the power that he possesses. I really think he has underestimated himself and is underestimating his platform.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with the whole Kevin Samuel thing, I want him to start to profile more positivity when it comes to strong Black women and real Black women, because there are some really great Black women out there.
Right.
And I have some of my family as well. So I wish he would spotlight that more.
Yes.
On the other hand, though, I do like how he checks some of these females who be doing this foolishness though. And he checks the men too.
He does.
He's all about living your best life, being your best self, and doing the best for yourself. But I think sometimes he clowns people too hard. You know what I mean? Especially if they don't deserve it. Some people really want to be helped, and they just really don't know. And they really looking at him for guidance because he put himself out there as somewhat of a life coach. And so people, they're looking for that guidance. So I think sometimes he takes it too far. And sometimes he's justified. There's times when some people need to be clowned. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's funny too when it become with that nonsense, and he lets me know. You know what I'm saying? So we got another question from Hollywood Tammy. She says, "How old were you when you came to the States?"
Oh wow, okay. She also has another question. It's like, who's her biggest inspiration? But we'll start with that.
She already answered that one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right. It must have come out already. My bad.
Yeah, 26.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that's it, right, for that question. And then Kalina says, how do you feel about him saying women shouldn't pay any bills? Dang, okay. You know?
Yeah,
what's wrong with that?
Answer the questions for me. All right.
What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But do you believe the woman should help out if they have a household and they're both in the household and the bills need to be paid?
You guys know me. You guys know me thus far to know that I'm all about balance. I'm all about balance, and
we know you, but for our viewers,
for the viewers, right? Like sometimes that we're not backstage anymore, but I believe in balance, and I believe that you have to be fair to the situation that you're in, right? Not every guy is going to be able to afford to take care of the household 100%, and you as the female do nothing. You have to be like balanced. So if he's not in that position, then you got to help out. If you guys have an objective, have a dream, have a goal, two persons coming together to achieve it is easier than just one person. So I'm not saying that you're to just stay home and be a bum and don't do anything and have the guy do everything. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I do believe is that if you are in a position where you're not able to earn or you can't provide as you were before, then the guy shouldn't complain. He should just pick up the pieces and just do what he has to do until you're in a position, and vice versa too, because the guy can lose his job too. Stuff can happen to him too.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's all about what works in your relationship. But I'm the feminist, so feminine women believe that the guy should be the provider. He should be able to take care of her, take care of the household. But that's just in theory. In the real world, in real life situations, stuff happens, and you guys got to work together.
Yeah, and she said the question was for like the men, but I guess.
So I was answering for you guys. Hey,
well, I didn't know because she just now said it afterwards. So you gave us your good answer.
Okay, I ain't got no problem answering that question. Should she pay any bills? Yes, she should. It's hard out here. It ain't easy. And then if you have kids, you both better be working, unless you're making over 6-figure income.
Exactly.
Because who wants to live paycheck to paycheck? You want to live comfortably.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be living your best life. So yeah, everybody need to wake up and get out there and move that shovel.
Exactly. And if the kids is grown and they still live in the house, man, they better be paying some bills too, man.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right.
So, let me go on to the next question, right? Because you recently uploaded a video tonight to review a Netflix movie called Sex Life. What was the motivation to give an online review? Right. Even though, I saw your review and I have my own thoughts about it.
Yeah. But, and I hope you share those thoughts. I'd love to hear those thoughts.
I'll give you my thoughts until I get yours, and then I'll share my perspective. Well, what I got from it. Because at the time I was like kind of like listening and then writing the question at the same time, so my attention was like going back and forth. But I kind of got the concept of it.
Okay.
But for you, what was your motivation to do a review?
Yeah, like I said in the video, I think the series is so relatable to a lot of people. I personally can relate to the series, and it's so well written. It's so well written. It has you on the edge of your seat. It's just such a beautiful series. A lot of my friends too were saying, girl, you should do a review on this, give your take on it. So I was like, okay, let me do that. So I watched the entire season, and I decided that I'm going to speak on it. What I like most about the series is that it explores the idea of can we have it all? It explores the 80-20 rule. And, this is an age-old thing in relationships. How much can we get out of our partners? If we're in a relationship, are we getting 100%? Are we 100% satisfied in our relationships? And I'm yet to meet somebody who tells me that they have that, So the idea is that the most you'll get from your partner is 80%. So in the series, her husband, Billy's husband, was the 80%. He was providing her with the security and the safety, the perfect family life, But then she was longing for something else, and that longing was the 20% in her ex-boyfriend, which was the thrill, the loss, the excitement, the amazing sex. So, I really like how they stacked those two together, and it's very interesting, and it's something that we should really consider in our own relationships. And can we really have it all? Do you guys think we can have it all?
I think in relationships nowadays people settle too much.
Facts.
I think our generation, we settle too much. We settle way too much. Too much. Settle. And the thing is, what you got to realize is that when you put that ring on somebody's finger, that's a lifelong commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for life. Like, you're saying this for life. Like, so if you're not getting everything you want and you need, then don't do it. You know what I mean? In case we kind of spoke about this behind the scenes. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta get everything you want and everything you need. You can't settle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't settle. Trust me. If you're single, stay single until you find everything you want and you need, because it's a life commitment. Now, if it was something that you like, all right, we can get married, we'll try. It's a 2-year trial. We'll try this for 2 years, and then after that, we see what we want to do. If it was like that, yeah, okay, cool. You kind of play around with it, but this is a lifetime commitment. So you better go after everything you want and you need. You better. Yeah. And the thing is, this is also the thing. You know what I'm saying? Both partners need to be happy. Okay? The happy wife, happy life crap is all crap. You both better be happy. If you're not both happy, it ain't gonna work.
Facts.
Well, it's gonna be game over like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna finish real quick.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. You're gonna be doing everything for her, and yet you're not getting anything for yourself. You're gonna be miserable. You know, it's the difference between serving and giving, and you not being happy yourself. There's a big difference. So you have to have a balance. You know what I mean? You both have to have a balance, and you both have to be happy. And you both have to do things that you like to do. If she like ballet and you like sports, there's some days. Okay, cool. You may go to the ballet with her, or you let her go with her friends if that's really not your thing. And then there's times where you can go to your sporting events, and you both can do your thing, and there's no problem. And you both give each other love and respect. It can't be where it's just all about her, all about what she want to do, and all that. No. And
or all about him. It can't be all about her, all about him. Because
that's what I'm about to say. And
it
can't. And fellas, it can't be all about y'all either. You know what I mean? There's got to be times, you know what I mean, where she's able to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's able to explore life. She's able to go on a girls' trip vacation. You know what I mean? Let your woman go get out the house, man. You know what I mean? You can't. Don't trap her. She's not your prisoner. And the thing is, a lot of guys sometimes are insecure and they're afraid and they hide behind that macho exterior.
Yes.
They're afraid. And the thing is, if you're afraid, guess what? She already gonna dip out on you anyway, because you're being weak. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Oh, preach.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna give her a round of applause for that one.
Yes,
yeah. So I know I've been hit with a whole lot of questions.
Right? The chat room be blowing up.
Yeah. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna give my statement and then I'm gonna get to the questions. Bear with me, okay? So I'm gonna give you my critique on it, right? So this is what I kind of wrote down. I was like, the world is very competitive for both men and women. But the difference is that, see, most men understand that we need to be better for ourselves in order for us to be successful in the things that we want. However, I believe that most women think that they can have the perfect life with the perfect guy, the perfect kids, the perfect house, and hell, maybe the perfect dog if they have one. Maybe, and so I think that's where like a lot of women can be like disappointed because I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they just have that mindset. It's like, okay, I could get the 100% guy. He's going to be emotionally intelligent. He's going to be tall. He's going to be handsome, lustable. He's going to be faithful. He ain't going to cheat on me. There's going to be so many girls that's going to be like drooling all over him, and he's going to turn each and every down, and he's never going to lust at them, and he's going to meet all my demands. He's going to take care of me, all this stuff that I feel like, some women probably would think. And that's what I kind of got from your channel, like when you was kind of like breaking down, like kind of like the whole 80-20 thing or whatever. So those was like my thoughts about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're spot on. Like I said, I'm yet to meet somebody, and I interact with a lot of people, and most of them are in relationships, and I'm yet to meet anybody who confessed to me that they have everything in their relationship. They have everything in their partner. There's always going to be that missing element. There's always going to be that one thing that you wish they had or is doing that they're not. There's always going to be something that is shinier on the other side. Like, listen, this is what life is, but you got to be rooted in yourself. You got to be grounded, and you have to make sure that the person that you're with is the person you want to be with, right? Because if you really and truly want to be with this person for the right reasons, you're genuinely with this person. No matter what you see out there that might be shinier, you will stay grounded. I'm not saying that you're not going to have temptations, but are you going to act on those temptations? That's the question. That's the real question. And it's twofold. You have to be ready to be in a relationship. You have to do your own internal work. And you have to make sure that the partner that you're with is the person that you want to be with. Simple as that. It makes it much more easier. But I really don't think that there's any such thing as 100%, because like I said in the video, that would mean that you could go into a store and pick a girl out and pick a guy out that's ready-made, custom made for you, and that does not exist.
Yeah, well, it kind of does, because now they got robots.
Right? AI.
AI, but I'm gonna say this to that Kaci. I agree with you in part. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you that nobody's gonna be perfect. But see, the thing is this: when you're lusting after something and you see something shinier, that's because you're not fulfilled within your relationship with that person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There could be somebody who checks all the marks. It can be. It's not the fact that they're perfect, but it's the fact that they're perfect for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They check all the marks for you, and if they're checking all the marks and they're not disrespecting you. They're not doing anything to harm themselves. They're not trying to dish your family. They just A1. You know what I'm saying? They A1. If they meet all those criteria, then yes. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing that there's nothing else that you're gonna desire. It's only when those things are not happening is when the temptation comes. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not meeting the basic minimum needs that you just need to be loved. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if that's not happening, then guess what? The person is going to stray. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I just, it might sound harsh, but I just think that if you're in a relationship and your needs are not being met on a consistent level, and you speak on it and you're not seeing any changes, then you just need to go.
Yep.
You just need to go, because you're wasting your time and you're wasting the other person's time. So, you have nobody to blame but yourself if you're in an unhappy, unfulfilled relationship. And I think temptations will come even if you're with somebody that check all the marks, because there's always going to be somebody that's just seemingly better on the outside, but again, like I said, you have to be grounded, and you have to be in your relationship for the right reasons, and you guys have to be servicing each other. I look on relationships like a job, like a 9 to 5. When I was in corporate, I used to do performance reviews for my staff, and performance reviews would be like every quarter. We go through, how you're performing, how you feel about the job, ways to improve, areas of weakness, areas of strength, yada yada yada, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think relationships should be treated as such, where every couple of months, however long, you guys set the terms, you sit down like you're sitting down with your boss. We sit down in front of each other and we review the relationship, and we are truthful. We talk about the things that are bothering us. We talk about the things that we like, what we want to continue to grow on, where we see ourselves in the next 5 years. Like, really treat it with purpose and, be deliberate about it.
Speaking of the next 5 years, one of my friends have a question, and he says, "Where do you see your YouTube channel at in the next 2 to 5 years?" And I have like a few more questions afterwards too.
Yeah, I see the questions they're rolling in. And I like that. Thanks you guys. Thanks guys. Keep the questions coming. Where I see myself on YouTube the next 2-5 years. I want to be big, y'all. I want to blow up. I want to go viral. Like, that's what every YouTube dream is, to go viral, to really have a strong community and to be making a difference, so I definitely see that. I see myself, touching lives. I see myself having a community and definitely transcending on TV, because I do see myself on national TV as well.
Wow, big time, the big stage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We ain't holding back. We're going all out, in for the start.
Might as well.
Yeah, that's what's up. And then the next question is, right? What if? Let's see. What if any barriers did you face? Oh, what Tammy was trying to say is, like, what barriers did you face when you started your YouTube channel?
Right. Good question. Technical barriers for sure. So I had phone issues. I had issues with the editing software, because at first I wasn't investing in a video editing software. So I was just using like the free versions, and just like learning how to edit. That was one of the barriers I would say I had. Still have some barriers, especially on the technical side. So, if anybody is out there who is good with designing like YouTube trailers, I'm definitely looking into doing a YouTube trailer. So anybody who is watching this who, have that skill, definitely holler at me after the live.
Okay. Yeah, we have somebody that's pretty much proficient in that.
Nice.
Also, Tammy also asks if where is it? Do you see yourself as a role model? Why or why not?
Nice question. I love these questions. Very, very challenging questions. Yeah, I do see myself as a role model. But like I say, no role model is perfect. Don't think that, because you're a role model means that you are going to be getting it right 100% of the time, because you're a human, right? But I do see myself as a role model to my peers. Absolutely. And why do I see myself as a role model? Because I live what I preach. I'm very authentic. I'm truly authentic, and for those who know me will tell you that, listen, what you see is what you get. I keep it real, flaws and all.
Yeah, and that's what I like about you, especially like when I check out like your YouTube channels, like I just see like authenticity.
Thank you.
If I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah.
You don't really see like a lot of people who are very honest. I know people will say flash raw, oh, I keep it real, but how do you keep it real? I think it's a difference between someone chanting that out versus someone that's just being honest about just the nature of life,
Mm-hmm.
And before I even get to the next one, I just want to. I know Kalina, when we was talking about marriage, she said like it's hard to leave. Like when you have a family, marriage has seasons. But there was a question. My bad. I almost missed that. She says like, do you think men want marriage as much as females, as women?
Come through, Kalina, with these good ass questions.
Yeah. And what else he wrote? What's your
I don't
life
have the
goal?
statistic on that. You want me to answer that question right now? Do you think?
Which question is it?
I think you just asked me. Well, Kalina asked a question. Do we think men want marriage more than females, or as much?
Well, as much as feel free to answer if you have an answer.
No, you know what? The question was directed at the males, so I'm gonna let you guys answer that one.
M3, go ahead.
All right. Well, I am married, so I guess I'm one of them. I think men want to be married, but they're afraid. And, I'm just going to be honest about it. They're afraid of being tied into like the wrong women, and I'm not saying because of just like of what they think that women are, but I feel like most men don't really know how to socially interact with a woman. They don't know how to properly please, engage, make her feel comfortable and safe. A lot of them thinks that, well, this is how the world's going to be now these days. You get someone, you can't. It's like there's so many elements, right, that destroys the hopes of wanting to get married. One of them is because you have to think about the child support thing or spouse support. People watch the media too much. You see how like the celebrities, how they get married to the wrong women based off of the materials that they have. And then at the end of it, you work so hard of doing your work, but then it's like by the end, it's like you're paying her for pretty much for her carrying your last name. And I think because celebrities, average people like us, we get caught up in like following the celebrity trend. I think we get afraid of that, of the whole marriage aspect. Then on top of that, you have other guys that will shame you, and maybe some women, if you put yourself in the friend zone with a woman. But I feel personally like the friendship part is what starts to build that connection to want to be married to that person.
Yep.
I don't want to be married to a stranger. Nope. I want to be married to someone that I know, that I could trust, and that's my life partner.
Yeah.
So it's that's my intake on that. And let's see. We have CJ Kyles.
Hey,
up,
CJ.
CJ, what's going on, brother?
He says watching live from the cruise ship. That's what's up, man. He's probably back there smoking his cigar and everything,
Right? I'm so jealous.
Drinking a Bahama Mama and all that.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate the shout outs, my brother. Definitely appreciate it.
Exactly.
And let's see, Quinn says, I feel that females want to be married more than males. Yeah.
Let me speak from my perspective. And
Go ahead.
That CJ and Quentin. But my perspective, I don't talk about my personal life. That's just what I choose to do. But I have my situation. And for those who know. But with that being said, I would say yes, men do want to be married as much as females do. Yeah, real men do. Yeah, we do. But we want to be in a situation where, just like women, we want to be loved and respected, just like women want to be loved and respected. There's no difference. At the end of the day, we're still on human beings. The only difference is our genetics and our body makeup. You know what I'm saying? And we have testosterone. You have estrogen. We are more assertive. Women are more, laid back, and then they have more of an emotional stance to it. But at the end of the day, we still all want to be loved and respected. Everybody wants that. No human being on this world don't want that. So, and you want to be with somebody. You want to be with somebody that gets you, that understands you, that be with you, that's gonna make your life better. You know what I mean? And it's good to be with somebody because doing things alone is fly, but doing it with somebody who also loves it too is even more fly. You know what I'm saying? Just
More
ask
fly.
it. Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, men do want it, but I think what's wrong in society is it's either men are really, really to the left where they're kind of very disrespectful of women, or they're just completely weak. You know what I mean? Like there's no healthy balance for men nowadays. It's either they're dogging women out.
Yeah.
It's either dogging women
and
out.
there's no healthy balance for women either.
Exactly.
Like we were talking earlier.
Exactly. Either the men are doing the unhealthy thing and dogging women out, or they're just completely weak and they're letting a woman run over them.
Run over them.
Like they're the pavement, she the skateboard, and she rolling all over you. And your friends and your mom and everybody else telling you, hey, listen, this ain't healthy for you. This behavior ain't healthy, but you feel like you want to be a good guy because now they have the good guy syndrome. Now every guy's trying to be the good guy instead of just being a real man. They want to be a good guy, and what you see is what happens is that you're allowing this behavior to go on, and you're not leading your home, you're not leading your house, you're not leading your woman, and so when she finally goes astray, or when things happen, and you reacting in a beta male mentality, and you live in a beta male life, she's gonna go astray, and she's gonna find somebody who's gonna wear the pants in the house, and that's just the bottom line. That's just the nature. I mean, you can look at animal nature. You know what I mean? The strongest lion is the one who gets the lioness. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the animals know that. And they can't even talk or do nothing, but they know that. So we as human beings, we definitely know. But see, the thing is, like I said, we in our culture, we settle. We have too much of a loser mentality in our culture. We gotta get past that. But to answer the question, yes, real men wanna be married. And the thing is that with real men nowadays, and I love this about real men, they're asking females, okay, you want me to love, protect, and provide for you? What are you gonna bring to the table as well?
I am the table.
Ooh, okay.
I'm the table. I'm the desk. I'm the chair. What more do you need?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Kaci, stuff.
I'm the entire table.
Tammy had a question, right? He says, "What qualities do you think a successful YouTuber has to have in order to make it to the next level?"
Straight up consistency. Consistency. You have to have consistency. You have to have a thick skin, because I'm telling you, I have seen where YouTubers are falling by the wayside. I have friends who started YouTube before me, and they have fallen off the grid because the comments that they got were very disparaging, and it hurts. It hurts a lot of people, and persons just lose focus, lose interest. So you have to have a thin skin if you're going to be on YouTube, because not everything you talk about persons are going to agree with. You have the trollers. Let's face it. They're going to come onto your channel and they're going to say stuff. Are you going to let that deter you from your purpose for that channel? So I would say, and also staying trendy. Trends do work on YouTube. Trends work. And be unique. Don't try to be like anybody else. I have a couple YouTubers that I follow, and I like them. I like their personality. I love them. But do I try to be like them? No. When I'm doing my videos, I be me. Either you like me or you don't. So I think that those are the three top qualities, I think, if you want to really make it on YouTube. And not just that, you also have to do your research to understand how YouTube works, because YouTube has an algorithm just like all these social media platforms. So you want to learn the algorithm of YouTube. Study your craft, stay consistent, and keep putting out good videos.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Hey, I was there, where I felt like I wanted to give up on YouTube for a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I was there a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Yes. The pretty privilege videos. Oh my God. They came for me.
Yeah, that pretty
Boy,
privilege
did
video.
they came for me.
Yeah. Actually, man, I got something to say about that too, because I remember you did the video about pretty privilege, and boy, oh boy, you had a lot of mixed comments about it.
Right?
And this is the thing. The sad thing is that the woman, right, who was talking about pretty privilege, she wasn't like an ugly sister or anything. Honestly, I thought she was pretty cute, or at least like, a good, like, like good average looking woman. But because of her attitude, I feel like your attitude could kind of bring your attraction down as well too. And I didn't really kind of agree with the stuff that she was saying. I understand she was pretty much like venting out, but I mean, there's ways of how you could enhance like your looks. I'm not encouraging nobody like, with plastic surgery or anything, but most guys, will sell down with an average. I mean, if you really think about it, sometimes most guys will sell down for like an average woman if she has a cool personality, as opposed like to the pretty woman. I mean, all right, no cap on this, but I mean, of course, we're gonna go after the pretty women first. But a lot of times, most pretty girls, right? Either they're stuck up, or they don't really put their full like effort into it, because some of them are so probably used to like having people like simps cater to them. They feel like there's no need for them to try hard. And then other times for the guys, they may be so timid, and they probably already think like, well, she's way out of my league anyway, so let me just settle down for this woman. But I think what she also wasn't really being honest with was that, because she mentioned there's some guys, I feel like she mentioned there were some guys that were attracted to her, and I could be wrong, maybe I probably misheard her. But I'm like thinking to myself, I know that she's complaining about the above average guy, not the average looking guy, who's probably making like a cool job or looks kind of decent, but just not up to par. I think she's complaining about, the top 5% men who she really wish that will look at her way, but realistically, they look for better options.
I got that too.
And I was just like, do you feel it's better? And so, what I was gonna say? Do you feel like I know in one of your statements, in your first, because you did a 2-part one. One of the things, and I'm just paraphrasing, I know you said something about like, this is why you don't like to hang around with low self-esteem girls. Which in my mind, I might think like, okay, like little below average like type of women, because some of them will be insecure, other people will probably hate, and so my question is, do you feel like it's better for pretty women to surround themselves with other pretty women?
All right, so when I made that statement, I meant what I said, but now that I have the opportunity to clarify a little more, what I would say is, don't hang with women who don't feel that they're, beautiful, both inside and outside, right? Because I've seen, friends who are like night and day, and the person who would be considered the least attractive, are really genuine towards the other friend, like really down for that friend. I've seen that. It's not popular, but it's there. It's all about how that individual feels about themselves, right? And if they are confident with themselves and accept themselves for who they are. So it really comes down to who the individual is. For me, my experience has been that a lot of the female friends that I've had in the past were had issues, what you say, issues with themselves, how they look, image issues. And some of the times they're not even ugly either. They just, have some self-esteem issues. So you find that, when they're around somebody like me who is very confident, it bothers them, it bothers them. And because they don't have that same level of confidence. So I would say, with any relationship, be it friendship, romantic interest, whatever it might be, pay attention to the energy. Are you guys operating at a high frequency energy? Because if you are here and this person is there, it's gonna be like a struggle. So I would say that. I wouldn't say, you're gonna choose your friends based on physical appearance. No, that would be very shallow to do. You would have to look on everything, how the person operate, how they feel about themselves, their energy, and just everything has to just come together.
Yeah. And we like to kind of like, I know before the stream, I know you wanted to talk about going a little deeper with the pretty privileged ones, like as far as with the comments, because you have like a few, like you have some positive comments and then you have some negative comments. You like to talk about that?
Yeah, it leads back to a question one of the chat room users mentioned. What are some of the qualities that you need to have to be a successful YouTuber? And right, perfect. She brought it up. And thick skin is definitely a major one because, just like you, M3, you have thought about just retiring from YouTube altogether. And I would say I've also had those thoughts. Those 2 videos I did on Pretty Privilege had me really reconsidering, like, is this something I really want to do, full time, because I got some mean ass comments, and I mean, at first I was just like, whatever. But we're human, There were some that really sting, Like there was this one person who was saying that, and this was a Caucasian woman who commented and said that, hey, you would not be accepted into American mainstream as beautiful. There was one that said, oh, you are an average, a 3 at best. Let me see your body. Let me see your body. Maybe your body will make you a 5, and I mean, a lot of other mean comments. Those were the 2 that really stood out.
Yeah.
And, as I always do when I'm faced with any kind of challenge, I introspect and I evaluate. And I'm like, I don't even know these people. One, I don't know these people. First of all, I'm speaking from my experience. And for me, I've always been told that I'm beautiful, whether it is externally or internally. So I've conditioned my mind to think that I'm beautiful, right? On the exterior, based on the reviews I get. Listen, I'm over here. Girl be talking about, oh, you're not beautiful in America. Only in Jamaica you're considered beautiful. Listen to me, honey. I've been here for a while, and every kind of man, whether him white, in purple, in black, in blue, or brown, be checking me out. So I don't know. That must mean something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but listen. So this is not about, oh, you're only considered beautiful in Jamaica. I'm considered beautiful everywhere. So let me just clear the air.
Like, come on, where my sound bit at, man?
I'll be tooting my own horn. But save myself. Settle down, Shauna. Settle down. But anyway, it's really about how you feel about yourself too, and they came for me. They came for me on those 2 videos, and I was like, you know what? Listen, I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna continue doing what I believe in, and who is for me will stay, and who is not for me will go. And listen, I don't know you. I can't let the opinions of ghosts, because you're literally a ghost, because I don't know you, to affect what I'm doing and to affect my plans. So I would say people who have YouTube channels, don't let the negative comments deter you. Keep pushing, keep going.
You you also have to understand too, right? That your channel, like I think your video, I believe like it probably from what I saw, I think it had like the most views and the most comments. So technically, you know, you're doing something right. You see, haters are a confirmation of your success. Yep. You know, so when you have Becky with the so-called good hair, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And she hating on you like that. I mean, you gotta kind of think about this, right? You know who you look like. You know what the world's gonna say when they see you. They're gonna be like, "Damn, girl, like you're beautiful or whatever." And then if you have the good, beautiful like heart, the personality, then that makes you stand out 10 times fold. Exactly. You know, so of course somebody's gonna just throw all caps at you or whatever because they're upset because they're probably ugly themselves and they're not used to like pretty women clapping back at them. So, we need more people who who are honest but who are not afraid to tell the truth and clear up stuff.
Yeah, hey Kashim.
Shout out to Mrs. M3.
And the thing is too, I think also, it's if you want to be a hater, you want to be a hater, you want to be on the channel all the time hating, support the cause. Yeah, money, support my Cash App.
Yeah,
you know I mean? Yeah.
I need to put that up. I haven't done that yet. I haven't started doing that yet. I need to start.
Oh, it's easy. Just create a Cash App and hopefully people will donate.
Okay, yeah, I should do that.
So, I just want to make sure, like, are you still good on time?
Me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good. I have another half an hour to spare.
Okay, good. Let me see. She said, "Hey, girl." Kaci.
Hey.
And Clint is like, yeah, haters secretly want to be us. I hear that one. So, I'm gonna do something a little different, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, if y'all don't mind, what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna open up the invite to the public, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna allow one person to ask you a question. Yeah. It's still in the chat. No, it could be like your homegirl. What's her name? It could either be your homegirl, Catalina. It could be Mrs. M3. Or it could be like Quentin Harris,
or Tammy,
or Tammy as well too, or even CJ if he's still watching. So I'm going to open it up, but before I do you have anything that you would like to say to your supporters?
Of course, I'm always grateful. Like if you guys watch my videos, almost every video, I'm always just expressing my gratitude to everybody who click the subscription button, click the like button, comment. Like, oh my God, like, listen, I live for the comments. As much as how I want to see my subscription go up, I want to see my channel grow because obviously the goal is to monetize. But, I really look forward to these comments, because although I've gotten a few bad comments, but I would say the vast majority of the comments I get are, trust me, heartwarming, so I want to say thanks to everybody for just, being faithful to my channel, sticking with me, even when, I haven't uploaded videos in a minute, but you guys stay true. And, without you guys, I wouldn't have the channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't even have the motivation or the inspiration to be doing these videos. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And Quinn says he just subscribed to your channel.
Thank you so much. Nice.
Okay, everyone. I'm gonna open up the live stream, and it's gonna be one person at a time to ask Kaci a question. So, choose your questions wisely, as some would say, and make sure it's good, a good one, okay?
Thank you, Quinnan. Thank you.
We got 5 people watching on YouTube and a few on other platforms. So come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up, all right? Let's like them up real quick. So Are you guys ready? Here we go. All right. All right, so I just sent the link to you guys. To join the live stream, here's the link right there. So feel free to hop in, like, for the last 30 minutes. So I'm for sure we're gonna have somebody coming in a few.
Okay. I'm sure Kalina is gonna join. That's if she's not in her bonnet. Please don't come in on here. Please don't be coming on here with no bonnet, girl.
Oh,
we're not the bonnet gang.
She's like, well, I'm coming with the bonnet gang.
Gang,
all right,
gang.
So we have Grizz, right?
Girl, bonnet gang.
Yeah. Grizz, you gotta check your ankle, bro.
Gang,
all right,
gang.
So we have Grizz. Hold on for a second.
Yeah. Well, what's the heart? Sorry, excuse me.
Grizz, you gotta check your ankle, bro.
Huh?
All right, so we have Grizz. Hold on.
Mic check. Well, what's the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay, so Grizz, while you fix like your echo, I'm gonna switch over to Mrs. M3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi everybody. Sorry, I was brushing my teeth. Yeah.
Hello, dear.
Thank you so much for being on the stream today and sharing your beliefs and your platform. The other day, I was listening to what you shared, Kaci, and I'm like, that's really heartfelt in your belief in God and everything. That's really awesome.
Of course. Without him, we're nothing.
That's true. Yeah, it was really good. A lot of believers were on the stream last. Was it Thursday? Or Monday? Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Mrs. MP, you have a question that you want to ask to Kaci?
You're single, right, Kaci? That's first question, I guess.
You put me on the spot, man. You put me on the spot.
Because there's a difference between women that are married with the Kevin Samuels mentality of men out there now and the women that are not. That's the only reason that I'm asking.
Oh boy.
Sure, no. I don't got no problem. I ain't got nothing to hide. I am single. I am so single.
So then my follow-up question, being single, do you have a certain specific pool of gentlemen, if you are heterosexual, that you particularly prefer to date?
Sure.
Like you shut off anyone that's not this or that. Not that it's a closed culture, but just that whatever your boundaries are.
Yeah. I prefer not to date men with kids. So,
okay.
Yeah. Also, I don't get caught up with this whole labels thing, and I'm going to do, that's on my next video, on the schedule for the next video, like labels. I don't do the labels thing. So you don't got to be making 6 figures. We are caught up with this 6 figures. Like, it don't make any sense.
You ain't got to censor yourself. Bullshit.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So, no, you don't got to be making 6 figures for me to be interested in you. I'm interested in the heart. I'm interested in your energy. I'm interested in where you're going with your life. I'm interested in where you are in terms of your trauma. Have you healed from your trauma? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you have the characteristics of an alpha male? Right? How self-assured are you? Because confidence is very important for me, because I'm a confident person. So I cannot date somebody who is insecure and not confident in themselves, because there's going to be a clash. First of all, are you a believer in Christ? That is paramount for me now, because in times gone, that was never really like a deal breaker. It doesn't really matter to me, whether you're Christian or not a Christian. Now it is a major thing for me.
What changed?
Because I changed, I became a believer. I reaffirmed my belief in Christ, and I'm now living for him, and I'm proud to say this. So I have to be with somebody who is also a believer, that we can build a kingdom together. You cannot be like, oh dear, as a worldly, and as we would say, and I'm a believer. Like, we're gonna have a lot of conflicts, and then also, I, as a feminine woman, I believe that the man should be the head of the household, right? So if you don't believe in Christ, how can you lead me? You know, I'm going to lead you, and that's a role reversal.
You said it all there, sister. You said it all there.
Yeah. So those are some of the things I look for in a relationship. Obviously, finances, of course, important, but it's not the end all be all for me.
Thank you for sharing. All
well,
right, I'm gonna pop off.
Thank you for the question.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you, Mrs. M3. Okay, so now we have
question. I love that question.
Yeah. We have Grizz. All
Okay,
right, Grizz.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're very clear now, so that's good.
Okay.
No echo.
Oh yeah, the echo was because I had two YouTubes on at the same time. But my question is, during your, because I'm a DP and I also edit my own YouTube, and I do it for a living as well. What is the hardest thing when you start editing your videos?
The hardest thing?
Yeah, when you start editing your videos, what is like the hardest thing to do first?
The hardest thing is to get out of your head.
True.
Get out of your head, because you have an idea of how you want the video to look, and you get caught up in this word perfection. You know, oh God, it got to look this way, it got to be this way, it got to be so professionally well done, blah, blah, blah. And I realized that editing is like the secondary important thing in the videos. The most important thing is what you're saying, your content, you know,
right.
And video quality is important, of course. So you want to make sure that you have a good camera. But
right.
I mean, the hardest thing in editing is the time, you know, just to dedicate time to editing, because oh my God, it's time consuming.
I know that all too well. Yes.
Tell me about it. My eyes hurt when I finish editing.
Imagine editing a full-length movie.
I can't do that.
It took me 2 months, almost 3 months to finish a full-blown editing movie. And this was a feature.
Wow.
So, but if you ever need any help with editing or doing your videos, let me know.
I surely will be reaching out to you. Thank you for the offer. Thank you for the offer.
And I know you probably said this earlier. How do you come up with your content? Like what's the first thought process of do you write it down, or do you just you know what, let me just go ahead and do it?
Well, I have a content calendar that I never follow. Because I just work with the spirit, you know, I work with the inspiration. Like I'd be sitting down and I'd probably be scrolling and I see a topic, I see something come up and I'm like, I need to talk on this. And boom, right there's our content.
Right. So. Yeah, I know how that feels, because I actually have a show called Access Entertainment, and I actually got the idea from Extra Access Hollywood and so like that. And I noticed that that is on the wait, baby. Sorry, that's my son. I see, baby. But yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. So far, wait, baby. Wait, son. But yeah, I was saying that because I actually have a show called Access Entertainment, and and with me, I've noticed that they interview only the high end people, whereas our show, you don't have to be LeBron James or Kanye West for us to use them. You can be a person who is a YouTuber as yourself, or a person who is just an up and comer and stuff like that. And I would love to interview you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Grizz, what's your IG?
Which one?
You type it in are you able to type it in the private chat?
Yeah, he has two platforms. So share your Bay Area Access one, share your regular one. You know what I mean? And have people like and subscribe. Please everybody like and subscribe.
Yeah.
To his channels and to his networks. He does great stuff visually and audibly. And we're gonna be in knowledge and relationships. We're gonna be on Bay Area Access real soon, so look out for that.
Entertainment.
Definitely as well too, though. Anybody that so for the people that's in the chat, Also, feel free, don't be shy to join in the live stream as well to ask Kaci a question live. Now's your chance. And then he posted it on there on the in the chat. So I'll highlight this real quick to the public, so in that way everybody can see it. So yeah, definitely follow Access Entertainment and Grizzly Bear Production Studios. So he has two. You can also find Access Entertainment on his YouTube channel as well too. So
we currently have 14 episodes.
He definitely does like a lot of film work. So
okay.
All right, Grizz, do you have one last question or are you good?
What was I about to say? How long does it take you to like put everything together?
My videos tend to be like around 15 to 30 minutes long. So from filming to, well, let's go before filming. From picking out the outfit, doing the makeup, filming, editing, it can take up to like 4 hours.
Sure. Wow. Yours less than mine. Your process is less than mine. Mine's is more of like 2 weeks. The reason I'm saying 2 weeks, so we film in one day. With Access Entertainment, we film in one day, but as far as the editing process, seeing how I'm married and I have a son, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Like you said, finding the time to sit down and edit. So, like, whenever I time to myself, I'll edit a chunk of everything, or sometimes we'll actually do things in increments, so it won't take something like my friend Farrell. He has a review where he has the movie review. So we will do that first, and then we might do the show another day in time and just start putting everything. So because like I'm so well adversed in editing and filming, so we'll start putting everything together and make it look spectacular.
Oh, where are you located? Which state are you?
I am in Sacramento, California. I'm originally
oh my God. Okay.
I'm originally from Oakland, California.
Oh, okay. No worries. I mean, we live in a virtual space and time now, so we can definitely do some work together virtually. I'm definitely going to be leaning on your expertise for sure. So,
where are you located at?
I'm in Connecticut right now.
I need to visit. Connecticut. A lot of people tell me a lot of things about Connecticut.
This is where the money's at.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I need to go. I need to go. And look, in the words of Lil Wayne, where the money at?
All right, Grizz. Thanks for joining on the live stream. Appreciate your questions.
Yeah.
All right,
later, Grizz. Thanks for doing that,
Bye.
brother.
For sure.
Much love.
Yeah. All right. So, man, everyone, there's still people watching us, but are y'all scared? Y'all don't want to come up on live and chat with Kaci? Dang, going once, going twice and a half. All right. Well, let's see. There we go. All right. Well, other than that, Mr. Hall of Fame, like you have anything that you want to say or shout out?
Yes. Number one, please check out Kaci's YouTube platform. Check out her Instagram. Check out her formats. Like and subscribe on her formats. And she will also be on the ladies' night. Woo woo. Non-relationship.
I'm so excited about that, guys.
You know
oh my God.
When the queens will hold it down. Okay, the queens will reign supreme. Okay, that ladies' night is coming. Please look out for it. It's towards the end of the summer, and they're gonna represent. They're gonna represent very well. They're cooking it up, and that meal gonna be served quite well. You know what I mean? So please look out for that. But yeah, please like and subscribe Kaci's YouTube, her platform. Look out for her on a Knowledge and Relationships Ladies Edition, and also, like and subscribe Knowledge and Relationships as well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Monday and Thursdays, we're here. I'm the network manager for Knowledge and Relationships. Anything, in regards to the channel, you can hit me up on Mr. Hall of Fame Forever 4984. Yet again, MR Hall of Fame Forever 4984 on Instagram. Any inquiries you have about the channel, any inquiries you even have about Casey's channel, you can ask me because I can hit Casey directly. You can ask me, and I can definitely give you the information. But yeah, we definitely would love you to like, subscribe our content, and please, you know what I mean. You know, definitely, if you have any ideas, please let us know as well. But in 3, Kaci, it's been a pleasure. It's on y'all.
All right, so that's the number. So that's the name and the number as well too. So you guys could feel free to copy that and look them up on his IG. Kaci, you have any other announcements that you want to make? We'll put the spot on you, girl.
Guys, just go over to the channel and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. The conversations over there are for grown, mature people. Feel free to hit me up at Kacistush on IG if you have any suggestions for my channel, if you want to partner with me or collaborate with me. And if you want to support the channel, please feel free, Money doesn't hurt, guys. Money doesn't hurt. I will definitely be setting up my Cash App account so you guys can donate. It was a pleasure being on the show. I'm getting really tired. So, guys, I'm going to have to leave it here for tonight. But I look forward to the other lives that we'll be doing in the near future.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, with that being said, it's time for me to close out. So... Hey, thank you for watching, M3 TV News, which is under Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. If you really like this content and you want to see more interviews and more good stuff, as always, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. You guys are still here, so hit the subscribe button if you're new. And if you like to donate to the stream, I do have a Cash App, $ Mario Marion. All proceeds goes into the life of the stream and to maintain the 1080p quality. Other than that, as I said before, go to the link of Kaci's stream. It's under the description. If you want to subscribe to her YouTube channel, definitely support her. She's an awesome person and a great asset, to Knowledge and Relationships as well. So with that being said, we're going to give each other a good night. And I'm going to give you guys a good night.
Night.
And always make sure that you guys get your minds right, especially before coming to the stream.
All right. Later.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye. Peace out.